Tony Stewart and Leah Pruett at Hidden Hollow Ranch down here, just outside Columbus, Indiana. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful setting. This place is amazing. Thank you so much for having us, guys. Seriously,
thanks for coming down.
Absolutely.
Quite an honor. So yeah, they've got this place. I don't know why you would ever leave anything like this, but us being in the boating industry, we've kind of come together and are spending some time here. Going to be going through some Supra boat product, our SA model, our SL model, and our SE model on Lake Monroe. You know, you definitely know how to surf. You definitely know how to do what you do behind the boat. I remember last time we were out, you said, "Mark, get ready for amateur hour," because here it comes. But tell us why boating. Tell us you guys' lifestyle and the racing and the go. Tell us why boating. What is it that draws you to it?
I think I'll start. I started surfing about 4 years ago. I had a friend that had a surf boat and didn't really know how to surf behind it. We all just kind of learned together. And then from there, I tried to perfect that craft a little bit and learned to carve and tried some new tricks. And then I just absolutely fell in love with being on the water. So we live pretty extreme lifestyles. I go 330 plus miles an hour on the drag strip, world championships by Tony. And sometimes we just want to relax and do something outside of that realm and be with friends and be with family, and the water is the place that lets us do that. But also behind a really profound boat, I think, is important. Something that works well, gives us what we need, and we're still learning what we like and what we need, which is why we're here. And have surfed behind a number of different boats, from Mastercraft to Nautique, Supras, and once we found the Supra and had some friends with those, we were like, all right, we need to find you and surf behind a couple and really and see what all the rage is about for ourselves. And we're in a position to be able to have our first real boat purchase, and we want to see exactly what it is that we would like. So it brings me pure joy outside of the racetrack, and it's very addicting.
Yeah, the hard part is she's, like you mentioned, she's really good at it. I'm really bad at it, but I'm learning, and she's a good teacher too. So, but the fun part is the fact that it's not even about us being competitive with each other doing it. It's just, like she mentioned, it's when you drive all the time and that's what you do for a living. The water is the only place that you're going to go that it's not related to anything that you're doing on solid ground. So to do that, it gives us an opportunity to get away, and it's fun for me to watch her because she's pretty good at what she does.
It's the only thing that I'm better than him at. I think that's it. So I'm trying to really hold on to that.
I'm not sure that that's actually true, but she's way better than I am. But it's fun. I had never been on a board till this year, so to get on it, and then it's fun because like I said, I'm super competitive. So just trying to figure out and learn and figure out, okay, what makes it do what? Well, more weight on the front of the board makes you go faster, on the back slows you down. All the little things, and trying to figure out how to do it and get to where I can stay up for more than 15-20 seconds at a time is, that's the fun part for me, is just trying to learn it and trying to figure it out, just like we do what we do for a living in racing. You're always trying to learn and figure things out, and this is something way out of my element, but it's fun to learn at the same time. So you get out on the water, you relax, you have a good time, and trying to learn something new that we're having fun with, and being able to do it together. She's in the 300-mile-an-hour range. I've only been that way in an airplane, so can't even imagine what she does. So it's way different, but we can do this that's the same, and try to figure it out together.
Yeah, right on. Go ahead.
Oh, I think for me, it's really empowering to be able to have a boat, load it up, put it on the water, drive it, tune the wake, surf it, and all of these things that, like, I have an amazing team with my race teams, and they set the car up, and I get to drive it and bring that talent base. Where it's all encompassing. You can be by yourself or just with one other, or your entire family, and from 5 to 18 people, whichever it is. But there's no right and wrong way to do it, and that's what I love. There's no right and wrong way of how to have fun doing this, and so you're learning. And if you're one of those individuals that enjoy learning and enjoy really awesome crafts, whether it's your own craft or the watercraft itself, this brings it together. And so like all aspects of every day, from what I would call burnout to turnout, but from leaving the house to putting the boat in the water and having a good time on the water, and then the time you're on the board is really not very long, right? You're swapping back and forth between people, and you're figuring out what type of surf style you like, or skim and fins and all of this. Like, there's YouTube channels for that,
Right.
but it's not the same until you do it.
Unless you're there.
And that's what I've enjoyed learning, and we've been looking forward to taking it to the next step of having our own boards and boat, and the small time off that we have to be able to do it. We wanted really for it to be able to be done right in the easiest and best way.
Yeah.
It does make it fun for us too, because like she said, we always have a crew that works on our cars for us, but when we're on the water, I mean, first thing you do is fill bags up and then do a test run to see what the wave looks like, and she'll be like, well, try this. And so being able to go in and change settings and try to figure out, do we need to slow down? Do we need to speed up? Do we need to do this? Do we need to move weight this way? That's the fun part, because we get to be the crew and the crew chiefs, and we get to tune it ourselves. But to me, it's like, I don't know that I know the difference, but I know she does. And it's fun because you can watch her ride, and I can kind of tell, starting to figure out, she needs more of this or wants less of this or whatever. And it's fun for us to tune it to where, it maximizes the fun she has on the board, maximizes me being able to stay up longer because it's easier when we get it right. So it's that's the fun part, is just being able to mess around with it and really have the flexibility. And those, when we got on the Supras, we realized there's so much adjustability in it, but it's easy. It's not like you sit there and go, man, if I move this, I'm going to screw this all up. You can't mess it up. I mean, it's just literally trying to change things and figure out what you like, but it's easy to do. And so it, for us, we're not the crew people on our race cars. There's a reason for that. They don't want us working on the race cars, but the boat, we can do that and have fun, and we don't have to you don't have to feel intimidated like you're going to mess something up by changing a setting while you're trying to get the wave right. So it makes it fun.
That's awesome. Something you had I want to say it was when we were back on Monroe last time. I remember when you guys got into the boat with me, the first thing that I heard you had said, you were like, wow. It was just you two got in the boat ahead of me first, right? And there was just casual conversation between the two of you. But I remember you went in the boat, you looked around, wow, Leah, look at this floor plan, and you had made a comment, and you guys started to open up some of the storage
immediately
things, and you were like, look at
there's
this.
So much storage.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's impeccable. Usually you're having to tell your friends, right, bring the minimum, right, and of course no sandals and no real shoes and all that, but this, like, you're not going to get it dirty, and it's got the weatherproof tech where you're not going to burn yourself, which is important to me, being in Havasu, and just the ergonomics of the boat was what stood out. And I think before it even threw our bags in anywhere, it's wow.
That's what caught me, is like, you guys hadn't even, it was like 10 seconds, and I sat there, I was like, this is what it's all about. I mean, I don't need to sit here and tell you, look at this, look at that. You guys get in there and you feel it, touch it, open it up, sat in it, drove it right, rode behind it, everything. So, that's why we're back. It's like, look, you guys are ready to take the next step, and now we got to figure out which model is best for you guys. We're putting the SA on the water, we're putting the SL on the water, we're putting the SE on the water, and we want to go through this process with you, our whole team, to spend as much time as we have to in each one of those boats, for you to drive them, for you to surf behind them, for you to get that comfort that this is the one, this is the model, and that's what we do. That's what we want to help direct you with. So, at Pro Wake, I've been there. I've been doing what I've been doing for about 15 years. I know we were talking earlier about, I think you saw me, I started to get all like passionate, goosebumps came out. I just think about the hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of families that we've impacted with the opportunities we've had to get people into boating, or get them into our family, and it's legitimately the Pro Wake Watersports family. And sincerely appreciate you guys entrusting us to be able to do this, and you'll see with going through that process with us how passionate my staff is, how much they care, and we're not going to leave you. We're going to make sure that you get the right boat. We're in the right boat for you, and then we're going to help as much as you want throughout this process.
That's what we're looking forward to as well, is the entire concierge service that you guys bring, that family atmosphere. So from designing a boat or buying a boat there to any problem that we may have, and questions too. I mean, a lot of people can be, and I say people maybe just on the female side, feel intimidated about something that they don't know or know how to do. And you've already shown us that you are there to hold our hand if we need to or not, and check in on a weekly, monthly base. And that's what I think, that's what true service is about, and that's where relationships are built, and that's where you can continue to do what we're looking to do, is to have fun in a very stress-free environment, and that's what Pro Wake brings, and that's what we're looking forward to.
Right on.
Yeah, it's knowing and having the confidence that, you know, you don't have to be scared of if there's a problem, if there's something I don't understand. You don't have to be concerned about feeling like I'm stuck at that point and don't know what to do. It's having that confidence, knowing there's somebody's a phone call away that can answer questions,
Absolutely.
can walk you through a problem if you're struggling with something, and make the experience a lot more enjoyable.
You know, and again, we were talking a little bit earlier, but it saddens me how many times I've seen over the years people not get the right experience when they've been introduced to this lifestyle, right? And not get the right experience all the way through. And as a husband and wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend, or families, or whatever, right? You can turn off people from this industry. You know, you make a leap of faith, you make an investment, you go through the process, you buy the boat, and the dealer says, thank you so much, good luck. And 2 years later, you've had a miserable time. Every time you go on the water, it gets worse and worse and worse, and you end up leaving the industry. And that's what, everybody that works for me at Pro Wake, we sell ourselves, we sell the dealership, and we sell the lifestyle. And those are the three main components of what I've, instilled in everybody over the years. And we just appreciate the opportunity, and by people investing in us, we want to show that, and we want you with us long term. And eventually you may want to upgrade to newer technology, you may need a bigger boat, I don't know, but you're going to be excited about it, because we're going to make damn sure that you are excited about this industry and about being with Pro Wake and behind the Supra product. So
I think that's probably one of the things we're most excited about is, we don't know exactly what we want. So it's nice to go out and go demo boats and work with you guys, and your guys' knowledge and experience of kind of helping guide us the right direction of, what size is the right size for you? Well, how many people are you going to be taking? What are you going to do on the water? And having people that have that experience and knowledge, that makes it a lot easier for us to not be overwhelmed with, there's so many options now, where do you go with it?
Yeah.
It helps us with somebody that can guide us down the right path, knowing what we want to do, what do we want to do on the water, how many people do we normally take. Helps us narrow down the options to where it makes it a lot easier for us to pick what we want.
Well, and to be frank though, this isn't just our experience. I know that this is what Pro Wake does for everybody. And so that's what I'm excited about, is for what we're able to show with this. This isn't just the Tony Stewart and Leah Pruett experience and any type of special treatment. Like, this is what you do, and I'm glad that we get to actually be a part and an ornamental fixture in what it is that you guys do for absolutely everybody.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that would love to be able to go wake surf or wakeboard, and they have no idea even how to try or where to start, and it literally starts with a phone call, right?
Yeah.
Calling you, picking up a staff, or speaking to a staff member, and it all starts with communication, which I've learned from him. Communication is the skeleton key to everything, and just that relationship back and forth, and going and meeting you guys, and going on the water, and you giving them that very intimate experience to what it is that they want, is something that I look forward to everybody seeing of what you're able to give us.
Right on. Appreciate that. And you made the comment about being intimidated on the female side, right? So again, 15 years I've seen it, and what we always do on those demos is make sure that the woman is in the driver's seat. I mean, that she is sitting in that seat. I can't tell you how many times they're like, no, not on this one, I'll do it with. And it's like, no, you're gonna get in the seat because you're with people you don't know, right? So that's even more intimidating than just being with your intimate family. So if you can get in that seat right now and you can spend time with people that you don't know, getting comfortable in that driver's seat. I've spent many a year right off that shoulder, right behind her, just guiding and when to throttle out, et cetera, right? But seats in butts and seat time is what you have to do in the boat.
Yes, exactly.
You have to. So,
and you want to eliminate everything that we've seen on YouTube, and we always joke, if you want to see the best seat in the house is just sitting at the dock and watching families and people and have some type of turmoil. But then you see those people that come up, the trailer goes down, boat comes right in, they're off and they're on their merry way and laughing on their way out because they have done it and they've learned about it in some capacity. And that's what you guys bring, is bringing the comfortability of all of the aspects. I was telling him earlier how we could have an amazing day on the water, and it's not even driving the boat back and knowing that the day is going to be done. I still have somewhat of that intimidation factor of putting the boat up onto the trailer, because till just a couple months ago I didn't know what was exactly right. I didn't know exactly how far down, and I'm backing him down and we think it's there and it's getting a little bit of fishtail, and like how, and until I learned how to do it right, it was not an enjoyable experience. And we're doing this for every single part of it to be, if we have one day and 30 days to be out on the water, we want to have every single portion of that count and be enjoyable.
Amen.
So
Yeah.
that's
Just for the record, for me, I'm the one backing the trailer down. Watching her try to get the boat on the trailer is enjoyable for me. That's as entertaining as being on the water for the day sometimes.
Well, we know that this could be edited, but the trailer's currently being fixed. It bumped into a little something as it rounded the corner to the dock, but we won't talk about that.
Oh man, this was going so well. This was going so well too. Yeah, that's the thing too.
But she's got a valid point.
Absolutely. There's times when you're at the end of the day and you're tired and you forget how far out you have to lead the truck to make sure the trailer's going to clear things. And even those of us that get paid to drive vehicles once in a while will make mistakes. But that's the good thing about Pro Wake helping, is showing people how to navigate the parking lots, how to navigate the boat ramp, how to launch your boat, load your boat at the end of the day. I mean, those are the essential things that can make or break your day, like Leah mentioned. We can have a great day, and she's pretty competitive, so if we don't get the boat right on there the first time, she starts getting frustrated because wants to do it right the first time. So having someone that can help you learn that is, I think, really essential in making sure that you're going to have a successful day on the water, both from start to finish.
I know.
And that's what you guys bring.
I know. Yeah. And I go back to it, I'll say it and I'll say it and I'll say it. And that's why we appreciate the opportunity, because giving us that, you're going to see we're not going to let you down. So giving us the opportunity is very, very, very kind of you. We really appreciate it, and we will not let you down. All right.
That's why we're here.
Right on. So they're kind enough to open up their home to us and this incredible property, and I guess we're going to go ahead and put our lives at risk and jump in a vehicle with Tony and take a lap or two around this property. So we appreciate it.
It won't be that bad. I'm not pulling a boat today, so we should be safe.
The elk aren't bugling at the moment, so
they are.
They did a couple times during that.
Yeah, they did. I hope we got it.